We go. We are following along on the slides daily activities. We are sitting with your team, support your team, work hard and be nice, flow your water, check your emails or Schoology. You've been getting feedback from the assignments you've been turning in. So any commentary that you got from me, you received on there. So you should have a concept of what's being looked for on today's final quiz. It's Unit 4. Your slides are there. Bit.ly 3 Lima Golf Alpha India Zulu Golf. Jumping forward to our table of contents. It's our Unit 4 summative day. And so I can use feedback from classmates to make projects and programs better. I can manage my time wisely so I can get projects done, whether working alone or with partners. I will consider what I did, how the projects could be improved for the future, both my process and the overall directions. I can predict how what I worked on could be good or bad for the world overall as we continue into the future. I'm able to create my own work using tools provided. How do I use feedback to make projects better? How do I manage my time? What improvements could be made on my challenge? How is my challenge related to the outside world? What work could I create with the provided tools? And I can write what I have learned through this challenge, or I can speak what I have learned through this challenge. Very rarely do people use the flip option, but I do like to leave it out there. If you would like to speak directly to me, if you don't feel comfortable typing, then go ahead and let me know, and I'd be happy to try to help you out with today's quiz. Our bell ringer, as it usually is on quiz day, final questions before the test. It's an open forum to answer one another, especially since so many of you work in groups. If you want to check in with your teammates and see if maybe they have some advice for you on things that you can do. We'll have our test day PSA coming at us in a minute, and then a review of depth of knowledge of the questions before your final Fuse Challenge summative report is headed at you. And then if you finish early, you have Fuse Challenge work time, but it is silent until all quizzes are done. Oftentimes there are people that work bell to bell, but there is an exit ticket to control for that if needed. So I'm going to pause and give you a moment for any final questions before the test. Open to answer one another. I'm going to guess that none of you have questions, but I'm going to take a pause anyhow. Live Newham, does anybody have any questions? If so, I suppose you could pause me. I'm going to guess nobody, though. Let's take a look at the PSA. Unit 3 had 18 people skip the final quiz. Choosing not to take this quiz is a choice to fail. It's the same as turning in a blank paper. And effectively, it's a choice to fail the class. I'm not trying to be too rude with that, but that's just the case. When the time comes, stay focused, do your best. IDK, NA, similar responses do not count for points, and you know that. We have the grading thinking map that we went through together. It's available to you on Schoology, so be legendary. Get this stuff done. Focus as your time allows. If you need more time, you can let me know in your exit ticket for today. All of today's work is due no later than this Friday. That says February 24th. It actually should be March 17th, and the slide will be up to date as you guys are actually looking at it. After that, it's a 4. I did not try, and that's the last day of the quarter. So at 3:30 this Friday, grades start getting updated, and those will be your quarter grades. I am not planning on offering a credit recovery option because you guys had plentiful options to do that during this class. I reviewed last week how my gradebook works, how you have the opportunity to do the unit makeup assignments to make up any missing, the weekly Fuse preview or the weekly Fuse summary. Your quiz, it's the same information 3 times over, plus the pop quizzes. So you should have seen stuff at least 5 times. There will be, during this week, a makeup summative assignment that's posted out on Schoology. You're going to have a short unit just for the 4 days that are left this week after today. That's going to be for open project time or for any makeup work that you need to do. And then once that week is over, once this week is over, when we get to Friday, everything's going to close out. Those things are going to go away, and I'm going to enter grades. And so that is where we're at. If you are behind on things, please make sure to get it done. You have that information in front of you. You know how things work. I've been really transparent about it. So any credit recovery is kind of just made up here during the quarter. So that applies for everybody 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And so that is the plan for this week. That is the plan for today. I'm going to get out of the way and let you guys get started on your quiz. There, of course, are your, you know what the rubric looks like. You know what the depth of knowledge is. So make sure you're answering the questions to the best of your ability, actually using those skills, showing higher level thinking as applicable. And then there is your quiz bit.ly on the screen. 3 Zulu, Foxtrot, Mike, November, Oscar 2. It's also in the summatives folder on Schoology. Then the unit evaluation just kind of lets me know anything that you might want to give me feedback on. And if you never did vocab word circles, I'm giving you one last final chance to go back to that Unit 12 word circles. You'll have to click the link there. It's not posted on Schoology. You'd have to click the link there on slide 63 or type in the bit.ly. If you started it previously, check for Fuse in your Google Drive. Don't make a new copy. And then you have time to work on Open Fuse challenges. You can begin that when everything else is complete. That was a lot. It was a long vlog. I apologize. Have a really great day. Be nice to everybody. We love you. Happy Monday.